What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Put this shit on here. All right, let's go. Get this shit here started, son. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is? This your boy, Ron Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all. Today is a real, it turned out to be a beautiful Thursday, January 23rd, 2025, and here I am. Guess what, y'all? Y'all notice I've been doing a video pretty much on average every week, just for you all. As y'all come into the video, please leave a comment as to where you're coming from, where you're watching this video from. Also, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button 2 times so that when you subscribe, hit it 2 times, you can get notifications as to when I do these videos. But yeah, this your boy. Let's talk about whatever you all want to talk about, but I'm finna talk about Donald Trump, his inauguration, and everything that has to do with that. Plus, we're going to talk about local issues here in Shreveport, Louisiana, state issues here in the state of Louisiana, plus national issues here in the United States. Plus, most importantly, y'all know me, I'm going to talk about what's going on around the world. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. I see there's one person already in here watching. To that one person, please let me know who you are and where you're watching it from. See, I notice a lot of y'all don't be wanting to let YouTube know who you are as if they gonna block your page. Some of y'all got pages that y'all trying to get monetization on, but you watch my page and then you don't want to be hitting the comment section and letting us know where you're from so that YouTube won't block your shit. Get what? YouTube been blocking my stuff for a while, y'all. But I still come and bring y'all the real news behind the news. Oh, yeah. We're going to start off. And I can't bring y'all the exact words from the tablet. But let's talk about the MLK, the RFK, and the JFK files. Do y'all realize Donald Trump, Jackson boy, I should know you gonna always come in here. Like I put my boy Jackson cough up here for the news. Finna go to the store and get coffee. Finna go to the store and get coffee. But Jackson boy, no matter when I do a video, there's certain of you all who will post where you're from. Now I know where Jackson boy from. Jackson boy, from day one, has been a supporter. I don't call you all followers. I call you all subscribers, because anybody that watches the real news behind the news is not a follower. You all are leaders in your neighborhood. So I don't give a goddamn if you watching my video from his Uzbekistan. Wherever you watching my videos from, you all are leaders in your community because you all are looking at me. Not saying that, I don't even say that y'all following me. Y'all are looking at me because y'all know I'm putting out some information. They're going to make everybody at the coffee pot tomorrow at your jobs sit back and say, This motherfucker here is talking some gangster shit. All right. Let's talk about this thing. We're going to talk about the inauguration, Donald Trump, and everything. We're going to talk about Dr. Fauci. Why did they give Dr. Fauci a pardon? Do y'all realize you cannot get a pardon unless you are willing to admit the fact that you committed a crime? What crimes did Dr. Anthony Fauci commit? I got to be careful how I say these things. So when I meant to say vaccine, I'm going to say bloop. I'm going to say bloop. Because that is one of the reasons why YouTube took away all my followers, my subscribers from my channel. But Dr. Anthony Fauci needs to be in jail. Guess what? Joe Biden pardoned him and his whole family. Why did Joe Biden pardon him and his family? Let me ask y'all a question. I'm going to give y'all 5 seconds to put y'all comments why Joe Biden pardoned him and his family. Well, he pardoned his family. Do, 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 do. Oh, do, 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 do. You know why Joe Biden pardoned him and his family? Because they were some corrupt motherfuckers. The war in Ukraine, I say 1/3 of that money that was sent from your tax dollars to Ukraine was eventually sent back to Joe Biden through his sons and his family members in the form of a bribe. Oh, yeah, corruption is deep in America, y'all. But really, we're going to go back. Screw that. We're going to go back and talk about, y'all seen that piece of food that just popped out of my mouth? Oh, we're going to go back and talk about MLK, RFK Jr., and MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. Do y'all realize Donald Trump today just signed a piece of legislation under executive order authorizing the deep state, the CIA, FBI, and all those alphabet boys to release information as far as relating to the unaliving of those people? Donald Trump wants to get to the bottom of it. He really wants to find out what happened to Kennedy, but as a result of trying to find out what happened to Kennedy, he wants to know what happened to MLK. We all know them boys who was on that balcony with Martin Luther King Jr. set him up. Abernathy and all them people, they set Martin Luther King Jr. up to be on that balcony with MLK, and MLK was the only one that got shot. Why? Why was MLK Jr. shot? A lot of y'all would like to think that Martin Luther King Jr. got shot or assassinated because he was talking about nonviolence. He was talking about the difference between black people and white people. He was talking about all. Y'all want to know real reason why they killed Martin Luther King Jr.? Malcolm X, the same way. As long as Martin Luther King was saying nonviolence, I'm going to preach nonviolence. As long as Martin Luther King Jr. was saying nonviolence, they didn't care nothing about him. As long as Malcolm X was talking about the stuff that he was talking about, they didn't care nothing about him. But you know what it was that Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X got on the same page and started talking about? It was black economics. Once both of them started talking about the power of the black dollar and why we need to stay segregated, as long as they were talking about Martin Luther King was saying nonviolent, and Martin Luther King was saying, you kill my dog, I'm gonna kill your cat. They didn't care. But when they start talking about the power of the black dollar, that's when they got deleted, y'all. Anthony, what's going on? Brother Watson, what's going on? Anthony, Anthonyville, up in here. Hey, brother Anthony, I need you to let the people know to hit that cash out because we need some finances. But most importantly, Anthony Jackson, boy, the two people who comments you all have seen, they have been following. I mean, I ain't gonna say following. They have been watching the Real News Behind News since day one. And these cats are some of the most important people in my life. Outside of my son, my mama, my brother, my sister, these cats here, they have been watching me since I've been doing this thing on the Real News Behind News. Now I noticed when I do Real News Behind News live version, I be getting almost 200-300 subscribers watching the video. When I upload shorts and all that, nobody watches. That's neither here nor there. Let's go back to it. As long as Martin Luther King Jr. was saying nonviolence, Anthony Watson go back to Blog Talk Radio. Exactly. I'm gonna put that up there. He go back to Blog Talk Radio. But long as Anthony Watson and Jackson boy been watching, and I don't call you all followers. I call you all leaders. Anybody that watch this channel is different than anybody in your neighborhood, wherever you watching this channel from. You all are leaders. You all are so, I guess you could say, so important that you all are leaders in your neighborhood because you watch somebody who challenged you to think different than what you are being told. Now, let's go back again. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, RFK Jr., and his brother JFK Jr., JFK, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, who was the president of the United States, was assassinated. His brother, RFK Jr., Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., was assassinated. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. All these within a 4-year period in the 1960s. Donald Trump, whether you like him or not, just issued a federal decree today that he wants to see Pleasant Hill. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Let me go ahead and put that up there with Anthony Watson. Because I need y'all to hit that subscribe button. Because we're not getting, the Real News Behind News is not getting the monetization that we should be getting from YouTube. So we're depending on y'all. All right. Now, Martin Luther King Jr., RFK Jr., Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., and John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., they were assassinated during the 60s. Now, Donald Trump, and I know a lot of y'all don't like Donald Trump. I'm not a big Donald Trump fan or supporter, but I do support a lot of the shit that he's doing. Outside the shit that he's doing with Israel, because Donald Trump is going to take y'all to war, take us to war here in America with Iran, even though he's saying that he's not trying to fight a war. No, Donald Trump is going to take you to war with Iran. But Donald Trump just signed executive orders today to force the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, and all these people to open up their books so we can find out about the assassination of those 3 gentlemen whose name I mentioned earlier. Now, going back, do y'all want to know the real reason why they assassinated Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X? Because again, as long as Malcolm X was saying, I'm going to kill your dog if you can kill my cat, and Martin Luther King Jr. was saying nonviolence and all that. When both of them came together and realized that it was about Black economics, how we as Black people spent our money, they came in and knocked both of their asses off real quick. They killed Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X because even though they preached somewhat two different messages, nonviolence on the case of Martin Luther King, and violence to protect our people in accordance to Malcolm X. When Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. realized how much money we as Black people were spending and contributing to the United States economy, and they start telling us about economics in our community, that's when they knocked their asses off. They didn't care about Martin Luther King Jr. talking about nonviolence because they were like, nigga, if you get violent, we gonna deal with you. They didn't care about Malcolm X saying, if you kill my dog and I'll kill your cat. Them folks was like, nigga, we'll take care of all your community. But when them boys start speaking upon economics in the Black community, that's when they killed them both. Y'all pay attention to what's going on. Hello, Watsonville. Hello, that's right. Miss Harris, how you doing? Glad to see you here. I ain't gonna say Black power. We just gonna say power to the people, all the people. Most importantly, Black people. Power to the people. Power to the people, y'all. Because I'm speaking to the people to give y'all game, understanding, wisdom, knowledge. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Miss Harris say, Mr. Broke. Now, this is what we're going to do in this video. I'm only going to be able to go for a few more minutes, y'all, because there's some things we got to do. I got to still go in here. It's 7:31 Central Standard Time. Whether you're on the East Coast, it's 8:31. Mountain Time, it's 6:31. Oh, Mr. Harris. Oh, Tyree, we had a whole discussion. We was on the phone for about 6 hours today. My nephew, you're Tyree. We was on the phone. But this is what we're going to talk about. Donald Trump just issued a decree that the federal government, all the alphabet organization, have to give up the information that they got about the JFK, the RFK, and the MLK murders. We don't call it, most people call it assassination, but for lack of a better term, we're going to call it murders. But in the case of Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, it was because they did not want Black folks to understand our economic power and presence. I'm going to give y'all a few seconds to soak that in until I light this goddamn BLK. The reason why, now we know why they did what they did to RFK Jr. because RFK Jr. did not want to go to war back in the 60s with Russia. His brother, RFK, you had JFK, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, RFK, Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy. They did not want us to go to war with Russia. Martin Luther King did not want us. After all that shit that he did, talking about nonviolence and all that, he realized that it was about the economic situation that Black folks was in. Martin Luther King Jr. realized how much money we as Black people were spending once we got desegregated. As long as we were segregated, y'all, we had institutions like Black Wall Street and other communities throughout America who were self-sufficient. Long as we were self-sufficient as a Black community, meaning having our own schools, having our own hospitals, having our own grocery stores, having our own banks, most importantly, our banks, our schools, our grocery stores, and we were self-sufficient, having our own schools, our own banks, our own grocery stores, and our own hospitals. Once they realized that we were having our own hospital, banks, grocery stores, and schools, we were self-sufficient. Hence, Black Wall Street. This is when they moved in and destroyed it. And then guess what they say? We're going to let these Negroes be a part of our economic system. Do y'all realize back then and even now, black people in America spend enough to make us the third largest economy on the planet? Tyra say, after leading us into a burning house. Martin Luther King Jr. said, I'm afraid I led my people into a burning house. Because he realized that it was all about economics, y'all. I want to see whites only signs again. Exactly, Tyra. Because if we see whites only signs again, that means we're spending our money amongst ourselves. We spend over 3 trillion. Black women, let me show y'all something. Black women spend damn near $1 trillion a year just on hair. Where y'all getting that hair from? It ain't from black women in America. It's from Asian women who come from countries that produce the hair that y'all putting in your head. Oh my goodness. We can go real deep. This shit gets so deep, you're gonna need a shovel just to dig what I'm saying. It's really that simple. Now, Donald Trump has produced legislation under executive order. He wants to see the paperwork behind these 3 assassinations. Guess what? The deep state is not gonna let that happen, because it's going to implicate your CIA, your FBI, your NSA, and all your alphabet boys in complicity to the murders of JFK, RFK, and MLK. Oh yeah. With JFK, it was about him not wanting to go to war with Russia, which guess what? We're at war right now with Russia through the Ukraine. Oh, I bet y'all didn't know that, did you? Y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that shit? For the last 3 years, the United States is at war with Ukraine, using Ukraine to fight against Russia. If you didn't know that, you need to take your brain out your motherfucking head and flush it down the toilet, because you are an unintelligent American. But Tyra, Watson, Miss Harry, Anthony Watson, Jackson Boy, they know what's going on because they listen to the real news behind the news. And I'm bringing y'all so many facts that YouTube will not allow my channel to be monetized. But yet still, when I ask y'all niggas to hit my cash out, nobody does it. I really don't care. I still do it because my objective is to not make money. My objective is to bring you all the real news behind this fake shit that you're seeing on television. I just made a post, Tyra. Hey, Tyra, I just made a post on Facebook. Everybody in Freeport right now is talking about this white, lesbian type ass pastor. I don't know what church she pastor, but I'm asking her, what do you think about the war in Gaza? We're going to see what she got to say about that war in Gaza. Other than that, I'm going to just be real. I don't give a crap about your preachers, your politicians, or your pimps in the streets. Because guess what? All 3 of them are the same. Your pimps, your preachers, and your politicians are all the same, because they make their money hustling the people. They got you all thinking that they killed Martin Luther King because he just wanted poor black people to be able to go into the white stores and buy shit. Me and Tari talked about this earlier today. Am I lying, Tari? When I told y'all, they try to get us to believe that Jim Crow was ancient history, when in reality, my mother, who's 74 years old right now, could not go downtown Freeport and go to the same store, a Woolworth. My grandmother worked at Woolworth. She was a head cook. Her and her sister were the head two cooks at Woolworth Incorporated, whatever it is, downtown Freeport. My mama could not even go into the store where her mama cooked all these meals for all these white folks and get a meal. It's really that goddamn simple. They try to tell us that was ancient history. As long as my mama and the people of her generation is still alive, motherfucker, that is recent history. My mama never was alive to see Martin Luther King get assassinated because, again, as long as Martin Luther King Jr. was talking about non-violence, they didn't give a goddamn because they was like, nigga, if you get violence, we would deal with you. Malcolm X was talking about, you kill my dog, I'll kill your cat. Talking media, real talk. I'm gonna put your up there. As long as Malcolm X was saying, you kill my dog, I'm gonna kill your cat, they was nigga like, try and see if we don't put this military that we got behind it on your ass. Yeah, that's what was really going on, man. They didn't kill Martin Luther King Jr. because he was trying to be an advocate for equality for black people. They didn't kill Malcolm X because he was a radical. They killed both of them because they came together right before they died. They came together and started teaching us about economics, man. Y'all know about Black Wall Street. Y'all know that. Do y'all really know that after slavery, even during the Jim Crow and all that, black people had their own economic structure? We were so segregated that we could not go to the white folks and buy nothing. We had to have our own stores, our own banks, our own school, and our own hospital, and our own grocery stores. We had to have the four pillars, which makes any community valuable. We had to have grocery stores where we could sell amongst ourselves food. We had to have hospitals where you had doctors that went to places like Tuskegee and Grambling and all these places to learn how to cover up a motherfucking knife hole in your body. We had to have our own banks to loan money to Mr. Johnson, who wanted to create a store. And once he created a store, black people went and bought from Mr. Johnson. We had to have, our own community. As long as we had our own community, we thrived. But it was desegregation. When the white folks say, these niggas are spending too much money, we got to figure out a way to get some of that money. And all they did was say, we're going to let them just start coming into our stores. The Tyra say, the wives had midwives to help deliver babies. Not only that, Tyra, you had doctors that went to some of these black institutions who had got their doctor's degree. Come on, look at it. You had some of your first heart surgeries were performed by black people. Some of your first groundbreaking surgeries and medical procedures and medical diagnosis were done by black people because we had our own hospital system. Now you go to LSU, I remember when them folks shot me, when that boy shot me in my goddamn mouth, knocked all this shit out. That's why all this shit here missing, y'all. But you keep it. That's why all this shit missing. Dude shot me in my mouth. Them folks didn't give a damn if I lived overnight. But back in the day, when somebody came in, black people wasn't shooting each other because too many of them have guns, but a lot of black people had guns. But black people, when we had black on black violence, like they say, we had our own hospitals to take care of that shit. And after you get out that black hospital, you can go to a black grocery store and get you some fresh vegetables and fruits and meats to heal yourself. Then you can go to a black bank to get some money loaned to you because you had been laying up because you got shot in the mouth. And all the while, your kids were going to black school and being educated for our next generation of black surgeons, black bankers, black hospital owners, black hospital owners, and black managers of our grocery stores. This is why we are suffering in America as black people. We have no economic infrastructure. None whatsoever. Like Tara say, we had midwives that would help you deliver your babies. Right now, you got to go to LSU, Shumpert, or Willis Knighton right now to deliver a motherfucking baby and pay them almost $6,000-7,000 for the delivery of your baby. And don't let your baby be premature. Now your baby got to sit in the hospital 2 months after it's been born. And guess what? You get a hospital bill for $10,000-15,000. Can I keep it real? Can I keep it real? Can I keep it real? I'm the real news behind news, so fuck yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. Now let's go back to Martin Luther King Jr. And Donald Trump. Just say he want to find out why did they kill Martin Luther King Jr. Well, if you ain't been living under a rock and you really want to do your research, you'll understand it. But he forcing the government, the alphabet organizations, to release the papers. Boy, I don't think Donald Trump gonna be around too much longer. Fucking with that FBI, CIA, NSA, and CIS and all that shit. He's not gonna be around too long because Donald Trump want to find out why did y'all kill JFK Jr. Yeah. So being the real new behind new, all I do is bring these things out to the open and force questions. Tyra say, might end up in a mysterious wreck. I wouldn't think about this, Tyra. They try to delete Donald Trump in a wide open brazen shooting at one of his rallies. So you're right. Since they couldn't get him that way, it might end up in a mysterious wreck where his car is not Air Force One. It wouldn't be on the Air Force One. I forget what they call the presidential car. Just might run into a tree. We're not going to speak nothing bad. We're not going to hope for nothing bad. We hope for the best because I want to see what Donald Trump wants to see. I want to see what the CIA and the NSA and all the FBI really got in their files, actually to what has happened to RFK Jr., JFK, and Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers. Going back to the Black Panther, what that boy name in the Black Panther? They just posthumously Joe Biden gave what that boy name goddamn in Black Panthers. Either way it go, I want to see what paperwork they actually had against these people to make 3 of them, Martin Luther King, JFK, and RFK Jr., get assassinated. I want to see that paperwork, y'all. just like most Americans. But up until now, they haven't released it because it will implicate your government in an assassination of attempt on all three of these people. So this is why Donald Trump got to sign an executive order to get that shit going. Oh, yeah. We live in one of the most fuck realities in human history here in America. Because even though we got all this Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, remember they almost tried to ban TikTok, Twitter, we got Instagram, we got all this so-called media outlets, but none of it is designed to give you the truth. All that shit is designed. Every social media platform that you have in America is not designed to educate you, but it's designed to entertain you. Enter and detain your mind. Yeah. And so I still think the government wouldn't do it. Guess what? Them the dumbest people on the fucking planet, Ty. If you don't think your government will hide facts and reality from you, you need to take your brain out your head and put it in this cup and let me go in there outside and take a shit on it. Really. Plain and simple. For real. Hold on, we got a lot of people commenting on some shit that I did on Facebook. I can't even go back and tell them to watch Facebook right now because I'm on here on YouTube. But again, matter of fact, yeah, it's 7:50 right now. We've been going for 30, 38 minutes. I'm going to leave a little bit more. I'm going to just say this, and I'm going to get ready to end this video. And some still think the government wouldn't do it. I got you. Tara said, I got you. I'm going to put y'all post up. Tara said, I got you. And if y'all know who Tara is, y'all got to realize Tara is my backbone when it comes to standing up, because right now me and Tari finna get on they ass. Do y'all realize if y'all live in Shreveport or Caddo Parish, we done had 6 earthquakes in the last 6 months. We done had 2 just this month, and it's affecting our water supply here in Shreveport. Y'all didn't know that? Oh yeah. And guess what we finna do at the Real New Behind New? We not only gonna bring it to your attention, but we gonna get out there and fight this shit. We finna, if they come after me and knock my ass off, it's gonna be because of this. You got companies that's fracking up under maybe, but most likely around our city water supply here in Shreveport, Louisiana and Caddo Parish, causing earthquakes. This is why your water tastes bad, looks bad, and smell bad here in Shreveport and Caddo Parish. And guess who's gonna be the one that have to get on these folks' ass about it? Because you got a lot of niggas here in Shreveport that's trying to get Facebook clout, trying to get clout, trying to run for political offices. They're not going to talk about it because they're going to be have to be held accountable. But we finna fight their ass. We finna knock their ass off. We finna knock their ass off because they're poisoning our water. Simple. All right, y'all. Real simple. I'm doing this video because I love y'all and I want to bring y'all truth. The truth that we spoke earlier is that Donald Trump, whether you like him or not, is bringing it out. Yeah, Tyre say yes, sir. They're bringing it out about the truth behind the assassinations of RFK, JFK, and MLK. How come all them niggas, them 2 white boys in that nigga name N and K? That's just bullshit. But I'm just saying, RFK, JFK, and MLK were assassinated. Why? And who did it and who covered it up? Your federal government. Trump saying he want to release the paperwork. I know a lot of y'all hate Donald Trump. And guess what? I'm not a Trump supporter, but I do support a lot of the shit that Trump is doing. Because the man is, what he say, trying to make America great again. which means what that do for niggers. So when America was great, niggers was just getting out of slavery. So, sorry say I want to see. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. But hey, I gotta end this because I gotta go in here, feed this little boy, and try to go get some toilet tissue. I hope it's all redacted. And and you know, Tyra, when they get this shit, they gonna have half that paper. Even if Trump forces them to give us all the paperwork from all the intelligence agency, half of that shit gonna have black marks on it. It's gonna be redacted. We're not gonna know the true story. But guess what? If y'all keep following the real news behind the news, y'all gonna have an idea of what's really going on. But until y'all see me again, man, this your boy Rob told you, black lines everywhere. Throughout them papers, they give us one sheet of paper, Tari. The only two words that are gonna be visible is it's, not, and everything else gonna be black lines, redacted. But Trump is trying to make them give us the true story behind what happened between RFK, JFK, and MLK. Maybe Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, the boy who was over the Black Panthers. We're gonna get all these stories. We're gonna get all these stories. So I'm gonna go back to here, y'all. If y'all can again, y'all hit that like button, hit that share button. Tell everybody that you know about the real news behind the news. If you can, trust me more than you trust your pastor, and give your tithe money to me using that little thing right there under my cash app. Send a little something so I can continue to support this little boy. But most importantly, tell everybody about the real news behind the news. YouTube is letting me continue these videos, but they're not allowing me to get monetization. Facebook has actually started giving me monetization. And then guess what? As soon as I get my first check from Facebook, my motherfucking bank suspends my account. So it ain't about the money why I do this. It's about bringing you all knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's about making you all think different and ask questions as to what you're being told. So again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Make sure you're getting notifications. Share this video. And also, if you can, throw something down on the Cash App, because me and my son and I can use it, because I'm doing this, y'all, with no support. A lot of videos y'all watch on YouTube are getting mad money. I am getting mad because I'm not getting no money. Huey P. Newton. Yeah. Tari. They're gonna have to release a lot of information once Trump really forces them. Right now, he just signed an executive order asking for this information. But once this information start coming out and it's all redacted, like we said, Tyra, with all the black marks on it, people gonna start asking questions. What's under them goddamn black marks? We need to see what's truly going on. And that's why you got the real news behind the news. Because I'm gonna find out, not only I'm gonna find out what's going on, I'm gonna bring y'all that real news behind the news. So until y'all see me again, man, hey, I love y'all. I thank y'all. I'm going here, get this little boy ready for bed tonight so he can go to school tomorrow. Again, hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Most importantly, hit the cash. If 5 of y'all can send $2 right now on Cash App, we'll be blessed. But until then, y'all be blessed. Love y'all. Pick a poker.